Hello everyone, it is hot today, so I think I'm gonna go in the shade back there and talk to you about the project I'm going to work on today. So I'll talk to you in a second. Okay, much better in the shade. Actually, it is a pretty good day today to be working on this project because it's hot outside and I'm going to try to make some type of air conditioning system for the Jeep. During the summer days when it's hot out there and I sleep in the Jeep, it's pretty hard to sleep. There is not much ventilation, it gets really hot. So I'm hoping that this little project or idea here is going to work and help me out. I didn't come up with this idea. That was a YouTube video that I watched, a few of them, and I'll put the link below of the one I was watching. So I am going to give it a try. If it works, great, and if it doesn't, well, I have to find something else or deal with the heat. So let me show you what I'm going to use to make it and explain to you how it works. So everything I need for this project is on this table. I need a cooler. This is a 9 quarts 8 liter cooler. I need a 3-inch PVC pipe, 3-inch 90-degree elbow, a USB fan, and a USB power pack. And this is what that's what I'm going to be using. There are a lot of variation you can do on that, and just go on YouTube and you'll see a lot of different options. You know, you can use a bigger cooler, multiple pipes, different diameters, different fan, you know, like with a higher flow. And instead of battery pack, you can run that on a regular 12 volt, you know, like a car battery, a motorcycle battery. Use a solar power to power this whole system. So I'm going to give it a try with this because that's what I have, and I know that the fan and the power pack here, I've used that already, and it would last me the whole night. The fan would blow the whole night, so I know it should work. It should work okay. So the idea is to fill the cooler with ice, you know, as much as you can to fill it, and to drill 2 holes, right? One on one end and the other one on the other end, and then you put the 90-degree elbow here on the on one end and the fan on the other hand, right? So of course you have to drill the top of the box, and the idea is to have get the air in this way, so the fan is, you know, pulling the air inside the cooler, and as the air goes through the ice, it cools the ice, and then it goes back out here, and it should get some cold air. So like I say, I'm going to give it a try. I'm not sure how long the ice would last, you know, if I blow hot air on it. So but if I don't try, I'll never know. So let's try. The PVC pipe is just to adapt the elbow to the pipe, and then actually this piece of pipe would go through the hole here. So this is just like an adapter piece. So the only thing I have to do now is to take some measurement and drill like 2 holes on the lid here, which is pretty easy to remove, right? So I think it's a 3.5 inch for the outside diameter of the pipe, of this pipe here, and I'm going to have to, you know, cut the pipe, piece of it, maybe, I don't know, 2-3 inches, and then drill the other hole for the fan, and I believe it is 5.5 inch diameter. That's the diameter of the blade. So I will do that and then put everything together and get some ice and see if it works. The section of pipe, PVC pipe, needs to be 2.5 inch long, so I'm gonna cut it off. couldn't find 5.5-inch diameter, which is the diameter of the blade here, but I found 4.5, and that's pretty close. So I'm gonna try that, and then I'll see if it works. I don't see why not. Nice. So I have my 2 holes drilled, and now what I have to do is drill 4 more holes so that I can attach the fan to the cover right there. So I'll do that right now. So what I have decided to do here, instead of marking the holes and punching them and then drill them, I put double-sided tape on each of the 4 holes, like on the base. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to attach the fan to the cover and then drill the holes from the top. Okay, so the fan is attached to the cover with the double-sided tape, and it holds. So now let's drill the holes. So I got the 4 holes drilled, and unfortunately 2 of them are not at a great location. They're like in a little like recess area here. So yeah, well, I'll make it work. So I could only find 1 screw that fits. Probably some IKEA furniture leftover. So I'm going to have to go to Home Depot, I guess, to get a set of really small screws and nuts. But I think for now, I mean, this is not going to go anywhere. It's still the tape to the cover. So I'm going to try everything like this and see if it works. So let's see what I have in the freezer to put in the cooler here. Okay, so I put everything back together. Put the pipe, the fan. I plug the battery pack, and I have a thermometer here. So it is right now 81 degree Fahrenheit, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the fan on. I can feel the air is blowing. Out of the pipe here. So I found this in the freezer, some ice pack and some old ice cube. So I'm going to pour everything in the cooler, and I'm going to attach the thermometer at the end here and see how low the temperature is going. So let's try that. So I put the ice pack and the ice in, and there is almost nothing. I mean, it's just like maybe 25% of the volume that's filled, so which is good. So I can pretty pour a lot of ice in there. But I'm gonna give it a try like this, and then later I do another test with just fill it up with ice, because I'm not gonna use the ice pack on the road. So obviously, so let's try like this. Okay, it has been 30 minutes since I started this experiment here, and it went down from 81 to 72, and it seems like it's stabilized at 72 degree Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna eat outside here, so I'll keep an eye on it, and then during the week I will get a bag of ice and I will redo the experiment with the cooler full of ice. Okay, I am back. I have a 10-pound bag of ice, so I'm going to put all the ice in the cooler, or as much as I can, put everything back together, and then I'll rerun the experiment. And the thermometer says it is 76 degree Fahrenheit right now. So let me put everything together. So I put almost the whole bag in the cooler, so that's pretty nice, and everything is ready to go. It is still 76 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'm just going to turn the fan on, and then I'll see how low it's going to get now with the cooler full of ice. And I'll put a timer on, or a stopwatch, just to see how long it takes. So it has been only 5 minutes and it's already down to 64 Fahrenheit. It's working much better than with the the ice pack. So it has been 1 hour and it is at 63 degrees Fahrenheit. I am finally done with all my experiments. So does it work? Yes, it does. I was able to get 61 degrees Fahrenheit out of the cooler, but I see two problems with this idea. First one is it didn't last very long. I think I got cool air for maybe 2.5 hours, and then temperature was starting to go up. I could still, get air blowing out of the cooler, but it was less cool. The second problem that I see with this is I cannot get ice everywhere, right? So if I'm on a trail, then it might be difficult to find some ice unless I stay at a campground or pass by a gas station like toward the end of the day. So those are the two big problems I see to take that on the trail. But I think I'll give it a try. If I don't use it or it doesn't really work that well for what I'm trying to do, well, I'll just scrap it, or maybe I'll just return the cooler. I still have the receipt. Not sure if they would take it back though, right? I will see. Oh, and I didn't show you that earlier, but I finished up the cooler. So I screwed the fan on top of the lid, and I zip tied the USB cable and the on and off switch to the fan on top here. I was gonna glue the elbow, the 90-degree elbow, to the lid, but actually I'm not gonna do that for two reasons. Then I can just orient it pretty easily, and also when I'm done, when I don't use it, I can take it and just put it in the cooler, so it takes less space. And the last thing I did is the battery pack. I used Velcro tape. I taped one on the battery pack and the other one on the cooler, and then here you go. And the battery pack is attached to the cooler, and I can carry the whole thing around, and it's a portable unit now. So the last thing I need to do now is to mount the unit in the Jeep. So I think what I will do is use a paracord and hang it on the roll bar on top of the driver's seat. That's probably the only place where I can put it, and then I'll be able to orient the flow when I'm sleeping, and also adjust the speed of the fan. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So yeah, as you can see, I don't have much room in there. This is my bed platform, so this is where I sleep. I think the mattress goes up to almost like dashboard level. So what I'm going to try to do is hang it on the roll bar here, and then let it hang in front of the driver's seat here, and then have the elbow blowing this way, right on my face. So let me try that, see how it works. So this is how it looks. It's not pretty, but I think it will work. I mean, the elbow here should be blowing right on my face, and I can adjust it if I want to. I zip tie, put like 2 zip tie on the roll bar here, and attach a carabiner underneath, and just took a piece of paracord and attached it to the cooler handle on both sides, and it just hangs there. So I should be strong enough to hold the cooler and the ice, and I will probably have to get a piece of foam or something to put in the back here, just because if I don't, the cooler is going to be leaning on the driver's seat. I put up some flip-flop that I had here in the bag. See, it's leaning this way, and then the elbow is shooting up here. So I'll see how it works. When I have my mattress back in there, I'll give it a try. See where is the flow of the air going in there. So yeah, it's not pretty, but if it helps me sleep in a Jeep when it's hot outside, then hey, I don't care. And if it doesn't work, well, it was cheap and easy to make, so it wouldn't be a big loss. So I'll give it a try on the trail and see what happens. Well, this is it for today. Thank you all as usual for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and if you have any comments or questions, leave them below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Cheers.